social Darwinism, which stressed the survival of the fittest, came to full fruition in the totalitarian regimes of the 20th century. It even impacted who would be allowed to be born through the acceptance of eugenics, meaning, technically, good birth.
Planned Parenthood became the foot soldiers of the eugenics movement.
Planned Parenthood bought into the evolutionary worldview, and as a result, millions of preborn babies have been killed.
This is Margaret Slee, president of America's Planned Parenthood Federation, maintains that European women should stop having babies for the next 10 years.
What about the women who want babies now and in 10 years will not be able to have babies? Rather impractical, don't you think?
Oh, John, you do ask hard questions. I should think that instead of being impractical, it is really very practical and intelligent and humane.
Having babies is the only thing left which is both unrationed and untaxed. Do you think we really ought to stop?
But from my view, I believe that there should be no more babies.
I told you. You'd die for that. You should have gone for the head.
Bright eyes. Show him. Go ahead, do your trick. Speak. There. Can you believe it?
Yes, amusing. A man acting like an ape.
Now, Margaret Sanger often gets a bad rap because she talks about improving the race and people think it's a racist thing, meaning whites versus black. She means the human race.
But what people don't understand, if you read the Turner Diaries, it plainly says it, that if you get the law, that's the last line of defense between us and communism. If you get rid of law enforcement, then that gives them, the communists, an open door to come in and take over. And I got a 19-year-old daughter. Her age, around that age, is going to be the worst. I don't know what this country's going to become because they're freeloaders. They don't want to work. All they want to do is smoke dope. They don't want to work. They don't want to do right. And and I try to instill that in my daughter. And I try to tell my daughter, that is going to be the worst generation ever. That generation is going to be. We're fucked. I mean, this country's fucked. But that's where the Ku Klux Klan is going to come in and say we're not going to have it. The goal of the Ku Klux Klan is for the advancement of the white race. I'm not a bigot, but I'm a white separatist. I'm not a white supremacist. I don't consider my race superior. But we have to have organizations like the Ku Klux Klan to instill the children and the people that want to join, to teach them that there's a greater cause. Most people that judge me for being in the Ku Klux Klan and hate me for being in the Ku Klux Klan, there's an underlining reason for that. They're gay, they're homosexual, they're a race mixer, something like that. And there's a lot of white people there, but they're liberal-minded. They have no idea. But I don't judge anybody. I give anybody a chance. But if you want to judge me and say, hey, this is that's wrong for the Ku Klux Klan, then I'm going to judge you. Because you're giving me an open door to judge you.
Planned Parenthood of Greater New York is removing the name of Margaret Sanger, a founder of the national organization, from its Manhattan clinic. The abortion provider says it made the decision because of Sanger's, quote, harmful connections to the eugenics movement. Quote, the next step for Planned Parenthood is recognizing that Margaret Sanger's racist legacy continues today, as abortion continues to disproportionately impact minority communities, especially the black community.
Did you hear what I said, Forrest? You're the same as everybody else. You are no different.
You look at the number of black babies that are being aborted. Do those lives matter? I think they matter a lot.